Hello friends and welcome to episode 39 of the Seablock. I am Icon and today we're going to finish this wonderful facility which will turn those beautiful colorful crystals into mineral sludge. An effort which I wasn't able to finish the last episode, but today I'm pretty positive that we're going to hit the spot. And if you like this series, drop this channel a subscription and you won't miss any future content. Today we're going to get a lot of things done. I made up my schedules and somebody pointed out that I can do the oxygen which I need for the production block out of compressed air, and I'm super grateful for this advice. So many thanks. It made my life a lot easier because this is a lot less machinery effort compared to the solution I had in my mind before that. So now we're just building a few air compressors and we're going to produce the oxygen out of that. Air filters, not air compressors. So I'm going to take my usual tour over my base to grab a few more units of landfill because I'm very convinced about the necessity of those, and I want to use my little logistic run for some talking about the future here. So after this facility has been finished, I think I'm going to expand my base further into the production of brass, bronze, and ingvar. I think these three metals were connected with each other, and I'm going to produce larger amounts of those because I have the slight feeling that I might need them. Also, I'm picking up a few units of sulfur because I might be needing them to kickstart my industry over there. Because the sulfur process here is a self-sufficient cycle, but nevertheless it will be needing some sulfur to get started with. There we go, just grabbing some sand from everywhere. Alright. So I also realized that, of course, most of these underground belts are now completely unnecessary. They were a thing of the past when I wasn't sure about the way this whole facility will get designed, but now we're having the basic schematics down. Alright, so I just wanted to have some sand to be able to finish this spot of land here, because I have the slight feeling that I might be needing that room. Alright, so let's get back to the planner tool and get things going, shall we? So we're going to need those air filters, and then we're going to bring the compressed air into two chemical plants where this stuff will be turned into oxygen. Alright, so let's check it out. The air compressors are, well, quite smallish. So I think I'm going to do this whole process here, and I'm going to compress them a little bit to make sure that I get everything down here. Okay, that's that. Needing some more power here and there. And now, do I have some chemical plants available? Wonderful. Okay. So, the less space I use, the better. So we're going to do something like that. Well, maybe not. It's too close to these pipeworks here. So I'm going to bring that over here. So there we go. I don't need to do this too tidily here because There's simply no need to. Okay, now I'll need this. This is the premium product. This is what we came for. And the other stuff is the waste product. This is what we're going to burn on a flare stack. So I'm gonna produce one more. Okay. So now I have the oxygen I'll need. I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to need a few more chemical plants now that I have used one of them. But that doesn't matter too much. There we go. Nope. Needs more power. Alright. So that's done. And now we're going to do the fun part. So I'm going to need a lot of liquefaction here. And it's hard to tell for me how many units of stone per second there are really running through this. So I came up with the idea that I'm going to put a liquefier on each of those processing stations. This is a overkill in terms of machinery, because we won't be needing that amount of liquefiers, because none of them will be working at full power. But nevertheless, I do save myself from a terrible amount of organization work trying to measure how much produce there's running on these belts, and no, it's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull down a offshore pump here. Do I have some more? Yeah. And we're going to pipe some water through there, use that for the mineralization process, and I think whatever will be left then with the from the crushed stones, I'm going to turn into landfill. I have no clue though how to pull that off yet, but that's mainly because I didn't think about it yet. Alright. There goes. That's the water for them. Okay. Seems like I'm going to need a few more small power poles. Alright. How many inserters do I need nowadays for those? Woohoo! 9 of them. Oh boy. But this thing would eat up 15 units of crushed stone. We could produce only 12 here, so let's check it out for one moment. Let's I just want to get a feeling of this. So well, the blue ones produce 10.2 units of crushed stone though. So it is not that far away from max. So 9 of them. Well, whatever. It's not like I can't provide. I even can compile them now this way. I mean, come on. It's even possible to use corners nowadays. It's so brilliant. Alright, so that's what? 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do this crazy guy here too. Dropping over there and picking up over there, because this is going to be where the belt is living. Okay, so that was number 7, right? 8 and 9, right? Oops. Yeah, that's it. So, wow, that's quite a lot of material. Let's see if I can just, oh, God bless, I can't copy that. This is way more than necessary for these machines, but I prefer to have too many a machine on that connected, because they won't be eating up any power. If they're not running, they don't need anything, so I'll let them live there. We're living in the land of endless resources anyways, but that's true for Factorio in general. So there we go. I think I'm safe to increase the inserter cap on up to 100, because I need those guys so much. Okay, but we're getting somewhere. What's that? I'll need some purified water. Oh, come on. Really? Some minuscule amount of purified water like this? Dang it. Alright, whatever. I'll bring it on the table. So, how do we craft that? So, can do that out of oxygen and hydrogen. No thanks. Can do that out of water directly. With the yeah, we're going to do this technology here. Do I have a hydro plant right now in my inventory or not? Hydro plant. It's not even worth to drop a tier 2 on that, honestly, because there will be never enough workforce on that. Okay, so I don't have a clue on how to move the crushed stone now away when it stockpiles. That's the only thing I'm really worried about in the long run. Maybe logic circuits, I don't know. But this is another day's topic. Or, well, give me a sec. Oops. I feel like this is certainly a job for my larger power poles. I don't have them mass produced yet. Good lord, what kind of person am I? Okay, so there we go. This will be the output for the mineralized water here. Welcome to the land of plenty. Okay. Let's create that little bus for mineralized water. And use it later for the filtration units. But before I'm getting to that, now is the time to work with the sulfur. Alright. So I'd say we're putting the sulfur works into this corner here. I feel like this is a pretty good direction to go with this stuff. Alright, so I'll need the chemical plant, which I don't have in my inventory anymore. Yeah. So 2 more of those buggers, and we're going to need a 3rd one anyways, so let's... I do have them. Why? Why doesn't it go in onto my cursor? Whatever. So I'm going to need what? This guy is going to produce the oxygen gas. No, is going to produce the sulfur dioxide gas. We're going to pipe that sulfur dioxide gas into one new facility, which will then produce sulfuric acid out of that stuff. And with that sulfuric acid, we're going to liquefy the crystal dust. Okay. So we're going to need a huge stockpile of sulfuric acid, and that also means I need to leave open a blank spot to have some sort of filtration process for that dirty water later. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use the sulfur dioxide gas purified water recipe here, but no, not for those. We're making sulfur dioxide gas here first, so that's what it's going to be. Input for oxygen over there. Now, the only thing on my mind keeps being the question, how will I bring the sulfur into this business? I mean, right now it's quite easy, just boom and boom. We're going to produce waste byproducts here anyways. So there's going to be a output for sulfuric wastewater. So let's check that out. How many hydro plants will I need for that though? So I'll be having not enough purified water here, it says. And I'm going to need a slightly larger amount more sulfur than I produce? Hard to believe. Okay. But whatever. We're going to be able to pipe in extra sulfur if necessary. But whatever might be the case, I'm going to use one more hydro plant than later for the sulfuric. Oh, I need a clarifier too. Just noticed that I forgot that. Alright, so is there still enough water on that pump? I'm so sure that the answer is yes. So let's pipe it up there. This is one of those spots where I won't be needing too much of the water anyways. So let's pipe that stuff away. That's the purified water I need. And the clarifier goes here. And now it all just needs some power. Let's do the power like this. Okay, so here goes the purified water. I'm going to use this little thingy here. And yeah, I'd say I'm going to pipe out the sulfuric acid into this direction here. This feels like a correct thing to do. So there we go. Getting some power on that as well. And now only needs the connection with the purified water. Boom. And there goes fresh sulfuric acid for the liquefaction process. So next question, where will the liquefaction process happen? I think I'm going to let the liquefaction happen up here and do the filtration down here, so the finished crystal slurry can be extracted somewhere around here. Still a little bit nervous about those worms, but let the worms be worms. I'm able to produce quite nasty amounts of ammo by now. Shouldn't be doing that. So back to topic. The liquefiers will be then living like here. So let's try that out. We're going to have 6 of them. Of course, I'm out of them. Okay, let's grab some iron plates. And then there's going to be one more thing to work around, and that's the filtration process. but I'm going to lend a design a friendly commentator showed me in my Discord server. Thanks for that, Jamster. Because the filtration concept I saw there was kind of like the best I've seen so far. Alright, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not waste too much product. So we're going to... I want to have it this way around. So I'm going to pipe in the sulfuric acid from the top side. Okay. And the crystal stuff goes out on the bot side. Alright, there it goes. So let's do it like that. Well, I'm well aware that I could just do one long pipe and well, I like it this way more. Okay, now then. The more difficult question will now be, how do I get the amount of crystal dust in there? So let's check it out. How many inserters are necessary? Only 3? Well, lucky me. So the other thing is that it's hard to tell how much crystal dust is actually getting produced, and because I'm no way close to monitoring this properly, I'm really considering to drop this stuff into some little buffer array where I redistribute it onto belts. I think that's going to be what I'm going to do, because everything else sounds like madness to me. So here goes. So I know that the red ones and the blue ones are the biggest outputs. The other ones are lower than the rest. So we're going to do the following. I think that's going to be quite an okay idea to do so. It's only going to be a absolute mini buffer. Absolute mini. And we're going to... oh well. Since I cheated them... yeah. Accidentally, actually. They were accidentally created because I didn't know of the overhaul system of this game. Okay, so I'm going to cut this facility into half here. So that's the first half of the facility. And that's the second half of the facility. There we go. And this way, I'll have a rough estimate of what... well, I would need to do it differently. I would need to bulk it up in one warehouse and output it there for a proper result, but... let's see. It should work roughly. Because the distribution might not be perfect, but let's check it out. Maybe I'll have to reconfigure it along the way, possibly. So let's do something like that, because I need some transportation for that stuff, of course. I'm laying down the pipes beforehand because I want to know how much space I have to work with and where it's going to be before I drop the belts over there. So there it goes. I'll prefer to do it this way. Alright, this is possible? Sadly, no. Okay. So. Let's go like this. And let's go like that. I could use some way of filling up the empty spots. I don't know yet, but for the time being, this will work quite nicely. Okay, so I now have the sulfuric acid. I have the crystal dust. I've produced the crystal slurry. Now it's time to get to the filtration units. So 6 of them we'll need. All right, so let's do this like that. I'm going to have the input on this side. So since these guys need all the some sort of filter. Now I got the word. Some blackouts. With the filtering, there's a pretty nice way to do that. So we're going to have charcoal filters here. And so the way I do it is I'll output my empty filters from there, and I'll input my freshed up filters, refreshant filters from there, and all this system needs to work nicely is a input for coal. The rest it does on its own, which is something I really liked. So I hope you guys appreciate as well. Alright, so turns out, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Right. Okay, the worms are not attacking me here. Okay, but I definitely gotta get rid of that because they are in my way. So one thing that I can do for sure though is I can move this machinery a little bit closer here. There's not really any need to have it there. So, but that's all I can do. But I think that's all I need to do for now. Alright. So let's grab me some coal. The most beautiful thing about this process is you don't really need a lot of coal to pull it off. A small amount is fairly enough. So turns out I'm out of belt again. So let's grab some belts and finish this job finally. But it's coming along quite nicely. It's coming along quite nicely. And this block, I'm going to polish it a little bit because I have the slight feeling that my distributions are lacking something. Don't know. But many of these things are for me only really discernible once the machine is running. So luckily these beasties here only need fluid intakes and only output fluids, so running a belt alongside this is not a problem at all. Something I'm quite happy with. But no! Oh no. This is bad. I can't do that. It'll hurt my copy pasta. I know that you can't edit blueprints, but I just noticed There's simply no reason to run that close to the rest of my facility. Nope, there's not. Might as well do it like this. So the trick here will be to leave room for the pipeworks. And let's see, can I mass produce this one here? So original version would be something like that, right? Yeah, awesome. There we go. So all I'll need now is one inserter picking up the coal for these guys. There we go. So let's just hope I'm not, I didn't build this whole thing too narrow here, because that would be my doom. Alright, last but not least, let's distribute the mineralized water. I'm going to distribute this from the top side, because the mineral stuff also comes from the top side, so there goes. Alrighty. Almost done. Can't believe it. So I'd say this would be correct. I think the longer has to live there. Okay. Just a few more pipes. Okay. Looks like the green stuff is going to run a little bit different here. I'll take it like that. Why not? Right. They're not having power yet. This should be doing the trick. That's it. I'd say. The only thing we're now needing and lacking is the output of the mineral sludge and the refining of the waste produce. And then we're finally good to go. But I want the refining process on this video still, because I feel like this is really, really important, because that closes the cycle, you know. Okay. That's the output, and that's the other output. Okay. Starting to run low on pipe. Oh my god. Okay. So I'll let that run here. There we go. Wonderful. And on this spot, I'm going to produce the sulfur necessary for the facility. And then the cycle closes, I hope. And this is going to be the blueprint for a whole facility if everything works out nicely. The only thing that's not correct right now is there is a spillover of a certain amount of crushed stone out of that. I haven't managed to work around this problem yet. So I'm going to have sulfuric wastewater. No. Or, yeah, that's right. So sulfuric wastewater gets in here. And we have an output of mineralized and purified water. Okay. But I'm going to clarify out both of them simply because I never want this to be clogged up. I could produce something with valves now that I think about it. But right now I'm feeling lazy. Honestly, I just feel lazy. And it's okay to be lazy from time to time. This time the pipes run right. And let's get to the output. And I'll get that here. So drop tile position is going to be here. Pickup position is going to be here. And let's power up those baddies. I think it should be working now. Of course, there's nothing to work right now. But let's plug it in and see what will happen. So I'm going to start with powering up these machines here. Oh, I have forgotten about the inserters here. Oh boy. So luckily I can't already drop like that. Man, that's so powerful. So there we go. So these guys here. This guy has to pick up from there. Alright, so I'll hope everything is connected now. We're going to see that in a minute though. Let's go. So excited. It's like driving a new car for the first time. Let's go for something like that. Okay, of course I'll need some filters first. Just forgot that nothing will happen here without filter frames, of course. And I'll need some splitterino here to combine that. Okay, filter frames. And then we're good to go. Or, wait a sec, I could also produce those by hand. It's, they're in a never-ending cycle there, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, there we go. And this way, all these machines are keeping their filters. Okay. I'll just randomly toss in a few of those more. But looks like the plan has succeeded here. Alright. Overall, of course, like I said, there is still the problem with the overspill on the crushed rock belts. And as long as I don't manage to find a solution to this, this system will ultimately clog up at some point when there's going to be a backup on the crushed stone here, like here. Exactly, this is the situation I'm talking about. So the only way to deal with this would be to either clarify away mineralized water, which I don't need, or to let the excess crushed stone run somewhere differently. But apart from that, not having the mineral sludge now connected somewhere, but having here, this facility is working. So let's put it on the calculator. So I'm having way more crystalline dust. Well, I would have more. These numbers are not exact. But this machinery produces 150 units of mineral sludge per second. And we're going to see how this will work out in the long run. But until then, I'm going to connect that between this and the next episode to some more metal productions, and I hope you guys enjoyed your ride. Feel free to drop me some comments, and next time I'm going to explore what has become out of this, and hopefully get towards Ingvar and all the stuff I named before. So, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.